problems in the world today. Yet all we see in the news and the media is the blame game. It's the Democrats' fault. No, it's the Republicans. It's the failed banking system. It's those corrupt corporate leaders and politicians, and on and on and on. As of lately, I've even heard someone say that it's the Missouri Tigers' fault for leaving the Big 12 and going to the SEC. Very rarely do we hear of solutions or how we can solve these problems. But I believe all of our problems go back to one thing, and that's the deterioration of the family unit. In 1986, John Paul II coined the phrase, "As the family goes, so goes the nation, and so goes the whole world in which we live." The foundation is family. The foundation is cracked. See, I believe that parents are how we can change the world. And tomorrow's leader, tomorrow's hero, might be sitting on your couch. I like to use sports analogies. I like football. Football is the greatest team sport. It's the most orchestrated team sport. It requires 11 players fighting for the same thing, united, together, loving one another. It's times like this I ask myself, WWLD, what would Lombardi do? For those of you who don't know, Vince Lombardi is the greatest football coach of all time. He believed in character. He believed in hard work. He believed in discipline. Now, I believe if Vince Lombardi was here today, he'd sound a little something like this. Parenting is not a sometimes thing. Parenting is an all-the-time thing. You don't teach your children to do things right sometimes. You teach them to do things right all the time. Parenting is teaching winning habits and values. Winning habits and values are created overnight. You get winning habits and values by making small deposits in your children over long periods of time. Unfortunately, if you're not teaching winning habits, your plan is hope. You hope that your children figure things out. That's not a plan. I used to parent during the Stone Age. You parents have it far more difficult than I did. You're parenting in the screen age. Your children are walking around with screens in their pocket. So if you're not teaching them values in the absence of that, they're going to find the answers in their pockets, on their screens. We've stopped teaching value. We've stopped teaching words like truth and honor and character and excellence. And when we're not teaching them, they're going to figure things out on their own. And the key to parenting is modeling the behavior that you want to see in your family. On the football field, we call this walking the walk. My critics might have said I was too tough. Well, I think parents today aren't tough enough. And running a business is like running a football team, and it's not much different than running a household. And I believe that deep down in the heart, each and every one of us, we appreciate the discipline and the grind. To my mothers in this group, you have the most important role. You will never find a more fulfilling role. So don't buy into the myth that being a mother is not enough, because I've seen what some of you do, and trust me, it's more than enough. And to my fathers in the group, please, please remember these words. No amount of success in business will ever make up for failure in the home. Your families need you to lead, and you can start by supporting your wives. You see, I believe in God, and I believe in love and warmth and discipline. But I believe that every man's greatest fulfillment to all they hold dear in their hearts is that moment when they're together on the living room floor, victorious. You have been given a noble cause to fight, so fight. You are the parents. You can change the world. Now go do it.